going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of the Wrestling Hour. I'm Dave Sturchio. That over there is Josh Shernoff. And
I'm your host, Josh Shernoff, joined by Dave Sturchio. Welcome to the Wrestling Hour.
So that was quick. Anyway, I'll be steerheading this thing, just so everybody's clear. I know Josh's name is listed first, but we're not worried about that. It looks like your desk is plentiful as you... Is that Jalen Hurts? You're doing this to me on the first episode?
Yes.
All right. So what this show is going to be based on is everything that you could see right here on Premier Streaming Network. That include is that beard care now?
This is Mad Cat Beard Care, scent of sarcasm. Go to madcatbeardcare.com and you can smell like me.
I wouldn't want to do that at all.
Well, you can put yourself through a dryer and you can smell like him.
My dryer sheets are fantastic. In any event, right here on Premier Streaming Network, there is and I like to use this word a lot, plethora of information and content. So what Premier's, goal was originally was to acquire some of the best promotions in wrestling right now as far as independent
mission accomplished.
Right. We're talking WrestlePro. We're talking House of Glory. We're talking CZW. We're talking a lot of these promotions that have decided to come on board with Premier Streaming Network, and what this show is going to be able to do for you is it's going to be able to showcase some of the classic matches you can watch right here. So this show will kind of serve as an infomercial of sorts. And unfortunately, like I said, I have to sit next to this guy. But it is what it is, right?
Who?
You.
Oh,
Josh,
over here.
You. Yes, you.
It's me?
Yes,
I should talk now?
No,
welcome everybody to the Wrestling Hour. My name's Josh Shernoff. I am your host, joined by Dave Sturchio.
Oh, boy.
What this show is more or less about.
You are not doing this all over again. We're good. We're past that already.
I wasn't paying attention. But we actually have, so the matches here, we're going to kind of spread them out, right? We're going to look at all different types. So from way back in the day, from a little bit sooner, maybe stars of the past, stars of the present, even stars of the future.
Sure.
Which is exciting. You want to talk a little bit about our first one?
Yeah, listen, the first one, we went deep. We dug very, very deep into the archives here. And once upon a time, WXW were featuring some of the stars that you might have seen on the WWE channels or the WCW or guys of the past that all of a sudden, how did they get on board with it? How was that allowed back in the day?
Well, Off of the Wild Samoan, who ran WXW, had a incredible relationship with the WWE. Mm-hmm. The Wild Samoan Training Center and WXW almost became an unofficial farm league.
Okay, so it's like the OVW before OVW?
Kind of, yeah, but it was more or less unofficial. It was kind of just there was so much respect for Off of the Wild Samoan that people in WWE, if he called and said, "Hey, take a look at this guy," like that one guy, he had this young kid named Dave Batista, and he said, "Hey, maybe take a look at him," and they did, and that's it. They did. He was, I want to say his name was Khan back in the day.
Khan. Yeah, like Tony Khan.
Like Tony Khan.
Of the Khan family?
Of the Khans.
All right. Well, we're going to start with an absolute banger. And the reason why it's a banger is because of the people that are involved. Like you just mentioned, the relationship between WWE and WXW was very tight. So in this match right here, you have the late, great, legendary, hopefully soon to be Hall of Famer Owen Hart. And of course, he's tagging up with one D'Lo Brown, and they're taking on two local WXW stars over there. Well, but the biggest part of this,
you talked about the relationship between Off of the Wild Samoan and the WWE. How about the familial relationship between Off of the Wild Samoan and a gentleman named Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
You might have heard of him.
He was the Intercontinental Champion at the time, and The Rock decided to sit in on commentary, guest commentary for this, so you'll get to hear him. But he had another friend that came along with him, not a member of the Nation.
No.
But a member of mankind as a whole.
I like that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. So
because I came out of my mouth, I said that's some of the worst stuff I've ever said. Dave will love it.
So right now, we'll throw it to that WXW for our first match right here on the Wrestling Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just won't see events anywhere else like this, but right here.
Oh, and Mark Henry is joining too. One of the strongest men in the world.
The world's strongest man, Mark
Henry coming out here too. Wow.
The whole nation is here today.
Just about the whole nation of Domination is here.
This is incredible.
We put this together. The
Oh,
nation of Domination.
Rocky with his belt. Here's D'Lo. Here's The Rock.
The world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
And of course, Owen.
Finally, the people's champ and the nation has come to Allentown. Now, one thing, Allentown, you can damn sure bet your hard-earned dollar is that D'Lo Brown and the Blackheart Owen Hart are going to make these two jabronis know their role when they take their hands and lay the smackdown in a major way. Now, one more thing. When the Rock came out here, here's some chance of Rocky sucks. At Allentown, the fact of the matter is this, is that The Rock is still your Intercontinental champ if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Know your role and hold The Rock's belt, will you? Now, as a special surprise, for one night only here in Allentown, we have a special honorary member of the nation. And from parts unknown, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one, Mankind.
Oh my goodness.
Here he is, Mankind.
Here he comes. Here's
A special member tonight of the Nation of Domination. There he is, Mankind.
Dude Love.
Wow.
Nick Foley, whatever
he
you
is.
like.
What's with this guy?
Oh my goodness. Here he comes. Mankind.
It's going to be 5 guys. 5 guys up here.
They're yelling for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Maybe he's back there. I don't know.
That would surprise me. But maybe not.
They're yelling. Is Steve, Gary, maybe you want to check the dressing room. Stone Cold maybe back there.
Really nice of you to chant for the people you like. But the fact is, I'm here tonight and he's not. And I gotta tell you, Rock, I smell what you're cooking, and I love it. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna be over there doing some commentary. And if I got a line, I want you to come over there. Go ahead, I'll let you. I can't.
You know, I don't know, Mike. They're
And lay the
circling.
smackdown on
They're
me,
circling
okay?
him. I don't know what's going on.
If you notice,
Thank
he's
you
missing
for having me in this
a
town.
couple of teeth from the last pay-per-view. Mankind joining us at ringside. Or should I call you Nick Foley? What do you like better tonight?
You can call me Hurt. That wasn't such a warm reception they gave Mankind.
Well, you know, what would you like to be called tonight?
Well, yeah. Call me Mick Foley because I'm here to call the match as I see it,
Thank
and
you,
also
Nick.
to advise. Hey, there's The Rock. Right here.
Oh, look at this.
Exactly. Look, it doesn't get any better
We're
than
joined
this.
by the World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion,
Actually,
the one and
The
only
Rock
The
can
Rock.
cut you off there. He's a man who needs no introduction anywhere in the civilized world. He's the Intercontinental Champ, The Rock. Now, The Rock is out here, of course. He's a product of Allentown, and of course, he's a product of the Wild Samoan, his uncle Alpha, the Wild Samoan wrestling camp right here in the Lehigh Valley. Exactly. Rocky might be a nation of domination. You forgot to put the leader down there, and you forgot to take his right hand and lay the smack down. You smell what The Rock is cooking? There's Mankind over there. This man damn near broke his neck, and he's still on top. Look at him.
And we thank you for joining us here at ringside. Of course, your uncle, a very close friend of mine. and
Absolutely, I know that.
One of the greatest guys I have ever known, the Wild Samoan Alpha.
Let me tell
Uncle
you,
Alpha,
one of the greatest of all time.
We are here as surprise guests. That's what Top Promotions does. Alpha the Wild Samoan, not only a leader in training great wrestlers, he's also here to put on a great wrestling show for you. And I guarantee when Top Rope Promotions says that a star is going to be there, they'll show up at the matches.
Obviously, and it doesn't get any better than this. I wish the camera, about time the camera came on the two guys, and you see Cactus, you see Mankind, you see him all, he's sitting right here, and we got my main man, and of course, The Rock, the Intercontinental Champ. And obviously, it's the Rock. He's here, the IC champ. Mankind, we got D'Lo Brown treating this guy like the jabroni that he is.
Hey, wait, Rock. I hear a lot of good things about these people, and that's part of the reason Mankind's out here to do some talent scouting, because you especially know as the people's champion that everybody's shooting for the Rock and everybody's shooting for Mankind.
I know, exactly.
If you're just joining us, I'm Mike Mittman here at ringside, and to my right, the one and only Rocky Maivia, WWF Intercontinental Champion. To my left, Mankind, Nick Foley, and it's great to be here, gentlemen. By Georgie Love.
Mankind, how does it feel to be an honorary member of the nation tonight?
I'll tell you what, I've had a lot of honors bestowed on me. I'm a hardcore legend, but I have to say,
without a doubt,
that this makes me feel... It makes me feel alive. It makes me feel warm and glad to be in Allentown.
Well, it's great to have you. It's great to have you as part of the nation, especially at that performance you put on in the Hell of a Cell. I'm glad to see you still standing here in one piece. It's unbelievable what you did.
It took quite an effort. I'd have to say that even though I didn't get the victory, that I was the real winner of that match.
Right, and it is Owen Hart from the Nation with a side headlock.
He's the co-leader.
On a Sweet Daddy J Love shoulder block. Right now, up and over, it is Owen. And a turnabout. There's the toss from Owen Hart, and it is all the Nation of Domination. But there is Sweet Daddy. Look at that flying elbow from Sweet Daddy going for the cover. One, two.
I'll tell you what, I saw Sweet Daddy laying some nice moves just on his way to the ring. If that's any indication of the way this man moves, it could be, Rock. It could be a tough night for the Nation. I hate to go there.
Well, it could be. I hate that you went there anyway, but the fact of the matter is this. We have to call a spade a spade. Right now, the Blackheart Owen Hart, he's getting it taken to him. Come on, Owen. Represent.
And going for the cover is one, two, not to be.
Mankind, you and I may have to don the tights tonight.
Hey, I am have to jump in and see that this thing doesn't get ugly here.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you guys were staying here with me.
Yeah, you're right.
You guys got to stay here with me.
We're good, wholesome players.
And look at that. Sweet Daddy J Love on the arm of Owen Hart.
You know, and let's make a point. Look, there's thousands and thousands of people out here tonight, and we put on a fantastic show, of course, put on by my uncle, the Alpha Wild Samoan, and it's just great to be here once again in Allentown. The Rock, Mankind, the Nation, everyone's laying the smack down. Look at that. Drop toe hold by Owen Hart. Now he's got the arm.
And Rock, I got to tell you, when you go home, say a big hello to your dad, a very, very close friend of mine. We traveled a lot together, and also a great, great guy. Rocky Johnson, a great, great man.
There it is. Watch the athleticism of Owen Hart. There's a quick nip up and the reversal.
It is all Owen Hart from the Nation of Domination. And D'Lo Brown now itching to get in. He's up there on the lower strand of the ropes.
Mankind, this looks to be a tough team.
These people look like they've been teaming up together for quite a while and made quite a name for themselves, from what I understand, on the East Coast. East Coast is where Mankind learned to wrestle. We broke into Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I know what it's all about. You got a bunch of hungry guys, and they can make a name for themselves right here.
It's D'Lo Brown right now, and he misses that elbow, and look.
Goodness.
After that, the Rock has got to get up and give him some props.
And there goes Rocky Maivia. I'm Mike Mittman at ringside.
Hey, Mike, I'm still here with you, okay?
Mankind's going to stay with me here, I hope. But Rocky jumped out. Hopefully we'll get to speak to the Nation a little bit later.
I don't think we're going to be,
Let's take a look at Georgie. Mankind.
This was unbelievable. The impact coming down basically on the base of the skull. And as I can tell you, oh my God, they're laying the heavy boots in. The Rock.
Wait a minute.
Rocky, what is going on here?
You told me that you were going to stay here and you wouldn't interfere with the match.
Put him down for 3 after taking that punishing move. Oh my goodness.
And there is Owen Hart.
Right to that same base of the skull, and that man has got to be at a loss of memory.
Let's take a look at that by D'Lo Brown, Mankind.
Wow. It's all the Rock fans here.
And it's 2 against 1 right now. Owen and D'Lo with a double clothesline against Georgie Love.
Daddy showing just a little bit of inexperience there. Sweet Daddy, Drew the referee, actually doing more harm than good in this match.
And Mankind, Mark Henry, and The Rock are inciting this crowd.
There's The Rock. We've got an inexperienced referee, which could be part of the problem right now. 1, 2. I think we may have had a 3 count if the referee was on the ball.
And there was a clubbing right by D'Lo Brown. And the world's strongest man looking on, Mark Henry. Oh, and look at that. That flying foot by D'Lo Brown. And again, Mankind, we look forward to seeing you next month on SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be retribution time after what The Undertaker did to Mankind. I got to say, on a pay-per-view where I like to make a name for myself, I won't take that lying down.
And it's Owen Hart going up on the top rope.
One of the innovators of top rope moves in his day, Owen Hart, coming off the top. Oh, there's nobody home.
Nobody is there as Georgie Love moves, and Owen Hart taking the full impact.
He's got to make a tag right now. He's got to make that tag.
He's looking to tag with D'Lo Brown as Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, pounding on the outside of the ring.
They've made the tag. Now let's see what this guy's got. Ducks a punch. Move to the stomach. Oh, my goodness. Belly to
The suplex by J-Lo.
Only one.
And these fans enjoy all of this great action right here on Circus Electric Cable TV Super Sport. Mike Mittman at ringside, along with Mankind.
He's got a chair, as we just saw. The Rock wields a deadly chair.
And he goes to sit down.
Day to be sweet, ain't it?
And some comments by Sweet Daddy J Love.
Mike, you're going to have to tell me what we're in store for here. I'm not quite sure what their finishing combination is. There we go. Now watch the way Sweet Daddy pulls this off. I've never seen this.
And a sit down by Sweet Daddy. Actually, they've got a lot of finishing moves. By the chair, by the Rock, on the back of Sweet Daddy J Love. And the Rock promised me that he was going to stay right here.
I guess, Mike, promises like rules were made to be broken.
Well, it appears to be. And we've got the entire nation.
Mike, maybe I should run in and do something about this. It's a good experience for these kids to get the living bejesus kicked out of them, I guess you might say.
And that Mankind, they certainly are. What a...
Someday they'll thank the nation. That man's turning on his...
It is total destruction inside that ring. And now the Rock.
He's calling for the elbow. He's calling for the people's elbow.
He's got the elbow. We're going to see if we can speak with the nation.
Can we get another look at the people's elbow is what I want to know.
Let's take a
We
look.
need another look, even though this looks like it could be ugly.
Let's not leave the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, with a body splash. How much more Mankind can they take? How much
Here
more
comes the people's
destruction
elbow. Here
can
it
they
comes.
take?
Look at that. It is an instrument of destruction.
We're going to see if we can get an interview with the nation of Domination.
Incredible to hear The Rock on commentary with Mick Foley, and of course to see D'Lo and Owen in action at WXW. That's just a small sample of the things that you can.
The Rock reminded me a lot of myself when I do commentary.
What? But listen, again, that's just a small taste of the things that we're able to offer you if you sign up for Premiere. Now, look, there's a lot of promotions that have really come onto the scene lately. Sometimes they are known for either their outdoor events or their summer events or they're sporadic, or sometimes
some of them are known for indoor events.
Most of them are known for their indoor events. I was just talking about Northeast Wrestling because NEW, their Six Flags events are fantastic. Like they're outdoor or they're in this like what do you call that thing with the thing? The
A
seating?
wrestling ring.
No, no. The I'm trying to think. Not a sportatorium. It's like those guys.
Amphitheater.
That's it. That's the one I'm looking for.
And that, folks, is why I'm here.
And you
Josh Shernoff, the host of the show.
And that's why you have these awards. These
Please,
illustrious
I
awards.
do have awards. You want me to talk about them?
I mean, I guess if you have to.
This
I mean,
right here is a Sherney Award. This is the first Sherney Award I ever won.
So you gave yourself an award named after yourself.
No, listen. It was the staff behind So Says Shernoff.
Which was you.
Well, so I won this award, and I don't remember for what.
God.
But then this one right over here,
yeah.
that award is the International Academy of Web Television Best Host for So Says Shernoff. So,
And you were up against nobody.
congratulations to you.
To me. Why are you congratulating
Because you
me?
landed the best host in the entire world.
Gabby
To
Laspiza?
host for who?
Gabby? I mean, Gabby AF right here on Premiere. That's one of the best hosts we got.
It's a weird way to spell her last name, but whatever. It works for me. Hey, she has a great show.
She does. She does. And she has phenomenal guests lined up. What you've seen already on Premiere is the one and only Ric Flair. I mean, does it get any bigger than that? I told her to shoot for the moon. I didn't tell her to shoot for the goat. So she has landed great. And of course, you could see all that right here on Premiere Streaming Network. So back to NEW for a second. Now, some of these guys that I've watched.
Not just NEW. We're talking about Northeast Wrestling.
See, these are the times, Josh, that I do tolerate you in small doses. Are you adding more stuff? Or
I'm just smelling my scent. Oh, my God. That's amazing.
all right. So, in any event, we do have some of the stars from NEW, Northeast Wrestling. We're talking about the Moffs of the world. Good friend of yours,
Danny
right?
Moff.
Danny
One of
Moff.
my
We're
best
talking
friends in the
about
entire world.
guys like Wrecking Ball Legursky, right? Like these guys have made their way to NEW, but now on this show today, what we want to do is we want to go to one of the I'm just going to call it how it is and how I see it. One of the best wrestlers in the world right now, in the world, hands down, is Kenny Omega. I think you really can't contest that right now. I mean, we can have 3 shows worth of our top 5, 10 wrestlers going right now. Kenny Omega's in the conversation for top 3. Anybody you ask, you would assume, right? I mean, that
I've never seen his stuff.
Kenny Omega, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, no. You're thinking Cactus Jack.
No, that's Bang Bang.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. And we have already established Mick Foley's been on this show already. But this match in particular from NEW features none other than said Kenny Omega taking on another electric performer in Ray Phoenix. They put on an absolute clinic, and it's coming up right after this.
After what?
This.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
Listen to the crowd. Kenny Omega, a multimedia star in and out of the ring. The fans lined up to meet, greet, and get up close and personal with him all day long. But now it is go time. The bell has rung. This is the match we have been waiting for.
When the bell rings, the cleaner's ready to get down to business. And that's what he's ready to do now. Come on, Jerry, you know you want to say it.
I love that show.
God, you're a dork.
And away we go. Omega clearly will have a strategy centered around trying to ground Rey Fénix somewhat, maintain control of the pace, try to slow things down to an extent. But Omega certainly more than capable of keeping up with Rey Fénix as well.
Feeling each other out. Two huge stars colliding right now. Countries colliding. You know, I remember when they first announced this match, Terry, I got so many text messages and emails from different people asking if I was going to be a part of it because I regularly wrestle for Northeast Wrestling. So many people are interested in seeing and have their eyes on this match right now.
Again, we welcome old and new Northeast Wrestling fans all around the world. We know there's plenty of you checking out NEW for the very first time because of what we're witnessing, and we're glad you're here. Nice takedown, Omega. Again, trying to work that plan, maintain control, and keep Fénix from running and gunning.
You know, it's really cool to see all the camera flashes constantly going off because so many people are just this once-in-a-lifetime experience for them.
Fénix on the move. Look how quick he is and back to his feet. Omega struggling to catch up, but right back with the arm drag. Fénix goes for it again. What the heck?
What just happened? I'm more of a slower kind of guy. You got to kind of, you know, slow down for me because that was too much for me. These guys are freaking amazing.
May have been too much for Kenny Omega, who got outwitted in that exchange. Rey Fénix taking his time. He's going to make a run for it. And Omega back to meet him, but he's caught again.
Uh-oh, and now is Fénix going to flip?
Holy moly.
And that was full speed. That was full speed, body to body.
Not up and over. That was directly at Kenny Omega. Message received.
That is how you win wrestling matches, and that is how you show someone not to take them lightly.
Rey Fénix doing what Rey Fénix does best, soaking in the adulation of this crowd as a result, but what's he got in store here? You mentioned that extra motivation, perhaps, of avenging that loss that Penta suffered back at All In to Omega, but Omega getting down and dirty as well. Kenny Omega, no qualms about digging back into his well of dirty tricks.
And once you get to the outside of the ring, all bets are off. I mean, the floor is hard, the guardrails are hard, and these guys are using it because they both want to win this wrestling match. That's slowly turning into more than a wrestling match. These guys are fighting.
Fénix back in the fight. Oh my goodness, he's walking the guardrail. And he's caught. Oh no!
Oh my God. Oh my, oh my God. As if we didn't see it all tonight, Jerry.
Forget about global implications. We may have just witnessed an international incident.
Fénix is walking guardrails, and Kenny's powerbombing Fénix on ramps. What just happened here tonight? Only at Redemption, bro.
Well, the question is, what's going to happen next? Omega back in the ring. We've got a count, and Rey Fénix may be out of this match in a hurry.
Rey Fénix might be out of pro wrestling after that powerbomb.
The AAA Mega Champion has been absolutely manhandled by Kenny Omega. Can you believe he's, well, almost back in the ring? Yeah. Omega resetting the game.
I mean, he's a smart man. He's keeping him outside of the ring.
The cleaner on the hop. And down goes Phoenix again. Almost worshiping Kenny Omega are his fans here tonight. What a unique atmosphere between two of the world's top champions.
It's like we're at a rock concert or something. Everybody's on their feet. Everybody's moving. I'm afraid a mosh pit's going to break out during this thing.
Omega taking down Phoenix. This is it. Not so fast. Ray Phoenix showing what he's got.
You know, it's the things that you see in matches like this where you just kind of say, how does it happen? How do people have enough resiliency and strength to survive in a match like this? I mean, his back has got to be numb from the powerbomb he just took on the outside of the ring. I mean, he's going right now on adrenaline and whatever else is left in his body, because there's no way to prepare your body for taking a hit like that.
But you can never underestimate the heart of a champion, certainly not a top champion like Ray Phoenix, and certainly that of Kenny Omega as well, who looks to maintain control.
Come on.
Omega continuing to apply pressure, staying on Phoenix at every opportunity.
How about it? What do you say? Hey! Hey! How about it, Phoenix? How about it? What do you say?
Omega's so smart, such a cerebral competitor, always thinking what he needs to do to maintain this hold, keeping all appendages away from the ropes, trying to just inflict as much punishment as he can. And now short arm scissors into the cross arm breaker.
Nope.
Come on, Rafa.
Kenny knows what he's doing. You got to think how long he's been around, how much experience he has. He knows he's got a limp body on the ground. What is he going to do? He's going to put him in a hold. He's going to keep him grounded.
One of the most well-rounded competitors in the world today.
He could do it all.
And he's doing just that. Shifting his game almost moment by moment. But Phoenix, certainly well-rounded in his own right. And he is hitting as hard as he can. Omega had the answer to the question that Phoenix had raised. Back in control again, and where do we go here? Fireman's carry.
What is he thinking?
We've seen this so many times before. Shades of the great William Regal, and watch the follow-up.
Beautiful moonsault.
Oh! Close but no cigar. Kenny Omega showing some frustration. This is a match that transcends the championships that either man hold, Robbie. This is about international pride.
Yeah, I mean, they want to go back to their home countries where they live, and they want to, be the man. They want to come back in with welcomed with open arms, and that could happen. But all they got to do is win this match first.
Just think of all the newspapers and media outlets and websites that are closely following, watching, covering this all-important match. This is all anyone's going to be talking about tomorrow morning, that's for sure.
Oh, it's no doubt that people are watching worldwide right now. I mean, for us, it's normal time, but right now, people, it's the middle of the night for them.
Oh!
They're watching this.
Right on the back of his head. Phoenix may still be seeing stars after being dropped onto that steel guard, or the steel ramp.
Well, after just being dropped on his head the way he is seeing double those amount of stars. I mean, he hasn't gotten any offense in besides a few chops in the past 10 minutes. This has been all Kenny Omega. So is there going to be a turnaround? And it might be coming right now. He needs that second win. He needs to find his fight.
Omega getting aggressive. getting nasty, getting physical. Phoenix, oh my goodness! Like a missile with that headbutt, and he scores again!
That's a way to use your head, Jerry. If your back's hurting, use your head. If your arms are hurting, use your head.
And maybe that got him in trouble as Omega strikes the head, rolls through, and an ace crusher!
Have you ever seen bodies move the way they just moved on that? That was out of nowhere. And he might have just killed Kenny.
Another near fall. Now Ray Phoenix in control and coming oh so close to victory. And to the ear. That could rupture an eardrum very easily.
If you catch someone in the right spot there on the temple, they're knocked out. And if you see Kenny right now, his body's looking pretty limp. He might be in freaking La La Land.
Ray Phoenix took everything Kenny Omega threw at him. Well, maybe not everything. Toe to toe, it's a long way down, especially for Kenny Omega. My goodness.
That was awesome. Here's that second wind and that burst of energy I was talking about.
Planted. Good night, Kenny Omega. But he will not go quietly into that good night.
For over 2 decades, MCW Pro Wrestling has served as a fertile ground for cultivating the most illustrious and promising stars in professional wrestling. From living legends, including Mickie James, Matt and Jeff Hardy, and Lita, to the hottest emerging luminaries like Lio Rush and Action Andretti, and the brightest future icons, our remarkable 25-year journey awaits your reliving exclusively on the premier streaming network.
This match gets better and better and
He's
better.
good.
I tried to tell you that. And you're going to see the conclusion of that match right here on this show in just a little bit. But before we do anything else, listen, like we've mentioned in the open of this show, Premier Streaming Network keeps providing some great content, some fantastic wrestling, and you can see it all here on Premier. So with that being said, what we have to find out is what's coming up this weekend on Premier. So we're going to throw it to the control room. Tommy D, take it away. Tommy D, I employ him. It's not. Don't worry about him. Tommy, take it away, kid.
Thanks, Dave. Hey there, everybody. This week is packed with must-see content that you don't want to miss, so let's dive right into it. Don't miss Everybody's Got a Pod with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, as he's taking us back to Survivor Series 1988, and it's sure to be a legendary conversation that you do not want to miss. Another WWE Hall of Famer, Rob Van Dam, joins us every Friday at 4:20 with One of a Kind. Last week, she brought you the Nature Boy Ric Flair, so you can only imagine the guest list that Gabby is going to be bringing to Gabby AF. Tune in to find out who she's got on next. Keep your eye out for Premier social media for air dates of upcoming shows like PPW Remembrance and MCW Higher Ground. It's going to be thrilling. Back to you, Josh and Dave.
Thank you very much, Tommy D. You're admiring your own action figure. All right. Well,
it's like looking in a mirror. Tiny little plastic mirror.
I mean, I could throw that onto Route 34 and see if it gets good airtime. Anyway, thanks, Tommy D, for the update, obviously, for this upcoming week. We're excited about the wrestling that we get to see here on Premiere. So, after the break...
Thanks, Tommy D. We're excited for the wrestling that we get to see coming up.
You
on
are
Premiere.
literally just duplicating everything that I'm saying. You could just be you be Marty, I'll be Sean, okay? And just understand your role here, okay? Understand your role.
Wow.
I would have said know your role, but somebody already did that earlier in the show. But what I will say is after this commercial break coming up right now,
called me Marty.
We have the conclusion of one. Are you writing down notes?
No, it's just something from my attorney.
Okay. Lawyer up, buddy. Anyway, I would have said lawyer up, but you know what? I'll save that one. Anyway, let's get to the conclusion of Rey Fénix
What are you
and, of
saving?
course, Kenny Omega right after this break.
Oh, hold on. Omega, a Snapdragon. Fénix is absolutely staggered.
And it looks like Kenny is getting his win back.
He's bought himself some time, if nothing else.
You know, Kenny had control at the beginning. Fénix had control of Kenny in the middle, and here we are.
Another Snapdragon. Again, the neck, the back of the head. So much abuse in this high-impact match. Kenny Omega holding nothing back here tonight. Says this is it, a hat trick. Omega no longer worried about putting on a show. He wants to win this match. Oh, not four. Can he hook the fingers? No. Rey Fénix firing away. Oh, wow! Into the German suplex. That was absolutely awesome.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. The balance, the landing, to see in midair exactly where your opponent is to land right behind him and catch him with a German.
And more importantly, Kenny Omega's never felt anything like that, but he's got to answer now. A hard shot on the move. And Fénix felt it coming. Omega wanted that V-trigger. And now he's going to make a run for it. Runs into the V-trigger. Good night. What?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
The heart of a champion indeed. Rey Fénix showing the world why he is the AAA Mega Champion. Right over his knee. Classic Rey, classic Omega. And now, calling his home run shot.
When that gun goes up, his opponents go down.
Another V-trigger. Omega, he wants it. The one-winged it. No! What a counter! Springboard, he's caught. Standing switch. Fénix looking for the German. Omega counters. V-trigger!
Now is he getting him up for it?
Fénix is stunned! Oh no! A reverse Rana, a signature move in the playbook of Kenny Omega. And Rey Fénix just stole it from him. He turned the tables.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Kenny Omega has just been put down by his own move. And these fans responding to the awesomeness of these two champions outgunning one another.
At this point, who's going to get up first? Let me ask you this. Who's going to win now, Jerry? Who do you think's going to win? I ask you this.
I'll tell you, I think we're right back where we started. Once again, these men have given each other everything they've respectively got. It's anyone's game, even now. Rey Fénix. He's taken Omega back to the danger zone. A precarious spot. Oh my. You can hear, see, almost feel those shots.
I think there's been a combined amount of over 100 strikes in this match between the two.
Omega's got bad intentions. Oh no. He's gonna try to plant Fénix on the apron. No way. Fénix desperation mode, rightfully so. Omega eats a super kick. Fénix representing the family. Runs into a boot. Oh my!
I've never seen more people on their feet in one building ever, Jerry. The janitor in this building is on their feet right now for Omega versus Fénix.
And whether you're watching on your Apple, your Roku, your phone, whatever it may be, I bet many of you are on your feet at home right now. This is insane.
Well, I tell you, I just stood up after that move to the outside of the ring. It's getting to a point where you're seeing some people run up from the back where you're just saying, are these guys still able to go?
Well, that question may yet to be answered. The referee laying a count on both men. Omega waving off the count, and he's successfully able to do so. Omega clearly getting the better of that last fall. Omega just able to make a cover. Oh, you're kidding me now. Rey Fénix wants to continue. He's got the energy, the physical wherewithal to somehow stay in this thing.
What is going through Kenny Omega's head? I know it's going through Fénix's head after that, what he took to the outside of the ring. Nothing, because he is in La La Land.
We've seen Omega in some of wrestling's greatest battles in the Tokyo Dome all over the United States and beyond, but I don't think he's ever had a match more hard-hitting, more physically grueling than this one. Oh my! Right to the face. The epitome of no-nonsense offense. Kenny Omega is done playing around.
I mean, Fénix is just limp. Can he finish this off? At this point, you could be putting him in danger.
Looking for the V trigger. No. Phoenix. Maybe playing just a bit of possum, but eats a V trigger from behind. He never saw it coming. It's amazing that Rey Fenix continues to kick out, but is he capable of much more than that at this point?
You know, I think he might be capable to be Superman or Batman or something after watching him here, because he's like a superhero.
Omega has a bullseye on Phoenix once again. Another V trigger right to the spine. And now, all the room, all the time in the world. Oh my goodness. He's going to take it to a whole new level. A one-winged angel, actually in the heavens, but no, Phoenix. Again, taking things to the ground. Saving himself from even more disaster. Both men in a bad, bad spot.
It's a dangerous place.
Omega's done. Able to somehow get a shoulder up, kick out of that.
A springboard Spanish fly. And not a 3 count.
Charging forearm. Phoenix now, a new lease on life perhaps. He smells blood. Can he finish the cleaner off? Omega hanging on for dear life. Nowhere to run. Nope, back on his feet. Backslide. V-trigger.
Oh my God.
Phoenix has been hit with knockout blow after knockout blow. He's got to be running on fumes at this point, Robbie.
I don't know how either of these guys are running on anything. But he's went for this move so many times that Phoenix just keeps blocking it and blocking it and blocking it.
Phoenix has done exactly what he's needed to do to stay in the game. Oh no! A mid-air V-trigger. He caught him with everything.
Is he finally gonna get it?
One-winged angel.
Wow.
Here's your winner, the best bomb machine, Kenny Omega!
Unbelievable action, as you've never seen, I guess.
Incredible. I've been a fan of Kenny Omega for years.
Okay, well,
and
that's a lie. But anyway.
I think everybody who's ever heard of him before knows that he's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today. But that takes nothing away from Rey Fenix as well. And that's just part of what we have here.
Part of it.
Dave.
Yes.
That's part of what we have here, Premier Streaming Network. And we wanted to give you just a little bit of a taste. But watching that match made me think a lot of myself.
How? In what way do you compare yourself to Kenny Omega in 2023? I got to know this. This is mind-numbing.
The very best in your chosen profession. The very best at what you do.
Okay. I understand what you're saying
and
there.
that's me.
But what I've said to you already is that you are Mardy. I am Sean.
You know what's really great?
What's really great, Josh? Please tell the masses.
Professional wrestling, and Premier Streaming Network is the home for professional wrestling. You need to go download the app right now. Download the app. Go to watchonpremiere.com. We have such great content and great matches coming up in the future. Obviously, Tommy C said
Tommy
that,
D.
Who?
God, man. The kid had one role. It's Tommy D. Put some respect on. He's the host of the Fight Factory. Write that down. Fight Factory.
No, I want to look it up.
You want to talk about analytics?
Before.
You want analytics?
I've never heard of it
it's
before.
It's the top viewed talk show on your network right now. Guess who has access to those analytics? This guy. We are the top dogs, okay? But that's not taking anything away from some of the greatest shows that you're going to see. What?
Dave Sturchio.
Wow. Okay. You can also see the Fight Factory right here. You can also see Gabby AF. You can see Everybody's Got a Pod with the legendary Ted DiBiase.
One of a kind.
One of a kind.
With Rob Van Dam. Off her chops.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I am the producer of the show, so I probably should know that. Off her chops is like, talking. Like, how Chop Sports came about, which you can see the mug. Chop it up, like talk. But chops, pork chops from Australia. Not sure if pork chops come from Australia. But in any event.
Australian cuisine, pork chops.
Basically what that means is yes. So look, we're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll give you a little bit of a taste as to what's coming up in the weeks ahead. And
get ready for some pork chops, folks. Taste the pork chops.
Put a bow on episode 1 of the Wrestling Hour. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Wrestling Hour. Dave Sturchio alongside Josh Shernoff. Next week, oh, baby, you're in for a doozy. You know why it's a doozy? Because we have a promotion here on the Premier Streaming Network called WrestlePro. Once upon a time, I was an active wrestler for WrestlePro, and then I became the head announcer.
Folks, it got so much better. Please don't judge it based on that.
Listen, it did get better. Truth be told, it got better. A lot better. Some of the footage and classic matches from WrestlePro are fantastic. But next week, right here on the Wrestling Hour, we're going to give you a small little taste at something they like to call the on-the-spot title shot rumble. Now, the special part about this one is entrant number 1 and entrant number 2 had some fun.
I'll give you a hint. Entrant number 1 has 2 awards, an action figure, his own scent. And entrant number 2
has himself an illustrious
a black T-shirt that he wears every day. Nothing else, no other color, just a black T-shirt.
No other color. This guy, is he kidding right now? But yes, we will get a small sample of WrestlePro next week on the Wrestling Hour. So, of course, for Dave Sturchio, Josh Shernoff over there, this has been episode 1 of the Wrestling Hour. We hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys come back next week.
I don't care.
I hope
I don't care. I don't care if they see. Here's the thing. I don't care if they enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm.
This was educational, so you don't always have to enjoy learning. You just have to absorb the education. And what we did was we taught you about. I don't know.
You're flustered.
I'm gonna order lunch.
All right, you order lunch, and we will talk to you guys next week.
We'll see you next week, right here.
I did this
on the Wrestling Hour with Josh Shernoff and special guest Dave Sturchio. We'll see you next time.